Ma'am, yeah. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Ma'am, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Ma'am, yeah. मैडम सामने सामने एक बुक के साथ एक हाँ नहीं का मैडम
लाइट वाइट देना मैं लाइट वाइट देना
मैम दिस है मैडम सामने ऊपर का लाइट देगा तो ये मतलब लाइट
either. Besides being an actor and being selective about his associations, Rahul Khanna is known for his humor, wit and style, apart from that just sort of naughtiness. Apart from his writing for his own blog, his pieces and essays have been published in several leading newspapers and magazines.
Rukshi, as her friends call her, and I have known each other quite well for the past few years, and we've been on the periphery of each other's lives for a lot more than that. I've seen her in a lot of social and personal situations, and she's impeccably polite, she's a great hostess, she's charming, and she's a very kind person. And when she reached out to me and asked me to write her forward, it wasn't a lot of hard work because I just had to dip into my experiences with Rukshi on a personal level, and it's unflappable. There could be any kind of emergency and she handles it with a lot of ease and elan. And she actually spoke to me about this book that she wanted to write, and I said she needs to do it. It's definitely something that's needed today. A lot of people could do well from learning from Rukshi. And I'm so glad that she's finally gotten down to doing it. We read a few rough copies a few years ago, and she was reticent, but I'm so, so happy that it's finally out. I'm thrilled that all of you get to share in her knowledge, which is vast. And I wish her all the very best.
Thank you, Shweta. Thank you so much. Rahul, we'd like you to share your association with Rukshi, and what do you think of etiquette in today's scenario and its relevance?
I think manners, for one thing, are the ultimate status symbol now, because very few people have them, and the people who have them, some of them don't even know how to use them properly. And Rukshana is one of the rarest of the rare people in this country who not only has the manners, but she has the qualifications and expertise to write a book about them. And I don't know if you've ever been lucky enough to be at the receiving end of Rukshana's hospitality. You know what it's like to be treated like royalty, because no matter who you are, she'll make everyone in the room feel like the most important person there. And I think that's a very rare quality. And that comes from not just her, her experience and her training. It comes from a sort of innate sense of kindness that she has, and also a respect for others. And I think that's not something you can really teach that easily. But still, I'm very happy that you've finally written a book and you're sharing your wisdom with us. And hopefully along the way we'll all pick up some tips and become more refined and more polite and more respectful. And I've always said, throughout the years I've known Rukshana, I've always said this about her, that she has the refinement and the grace of a first lady. So, Mustafa, you might want to think about running for president or something. Anyway, congratulations, Rukshi. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Rahul. That's fantastic. And I couldn't agree with you more, because I've seen her on occasions where she's treated the waiting staff with as much kindness as the VIPs in the room. So I couldn't agree with you more. So, Rukshana, I'd like you to please say a few words and then share an excerpt from the Golden Code.
Thank you so much. Okay, my heartfelt thanks to all of you for being here. You really touched my heart, everybody. I didn't expect anyone to turn up, so thank you again. Lovely Nisha and Shweta have said everything about etiquette. And etiquette does demand that we do not bore people with long speeches, so I'm going to make it very short and very brief. The Golden Code has been a labor of love, and I would like to acknowledge a few people without which today would not have been possible. Thank you, Akasha from Jaiko, and Reena Jaiswal, my commissioning editor, for making this dream possible for me. My heartfelt thanks to Vinifa Mehta, Cyrus Merchant, my lovely cousin, Paritha Patel, who have helped me with your valuable inputs. I'm very, very touched. My deepest gratitude to my sister Diane, who's not here right now, and my mother, who's not well. She's in hospital as we speak. I hope she gets well soon. Thank you, lovely Shweta and Rahul. I couldn't have got more perfect host to be here. You're like the epitome of perfection, as everybody has said. And with a drop of a hat, I just had to ask them once, both of them said yes. Sanjay and Ankita Vazirani from Food Links, thanks for your support in hosting this lovely, fabulous event. Dabu Ratnani, of course, for my cover picture. And last and not the least, my lovely, beautiful daughter and my husband, Mustafa, who I don't have to thank just for everything in my life and the support that both of you all have given me. So without much ado, let me end this. I'm sorry I got emotional. I thought I wouldn't. I made a promise to myself, but I can't help myself. So excuse me. I'm going to read a little excerpt from the book. Right? It's very short. I'm not going to bore you, I promise. Okay. Ever since I was a little girl, people were the center of attraction because of their poise, charming mannerisms, impeccable appearance, and interesting conversational skills in any environment have fascinated me. I knew in my head that grooming and styling people to their full potential and teaching etiquette was a direction that I would eventually gravitate towards. We can never underestimate the power of good grooming. Clothes really do make it the man. The assessments that people make in the first few seconds of seeing another person go way beyond how well you are dressed and how neat and tidy you may look. We may think that fashion is just an indulgence and our sunny personality and kind nature will eclipse our unkempt attire. This could not be more untrue. What we wear speaks volumes in just a few seconds. Dressing to impress is really not needed, but you always have to be well put together. No matter how little we possess or how we feel on any given day, getting up, dressing up and getting out into the world is the best tribute we can give our Creator. Yet in the midst of all this, don't forget to be true to yourself. What we are on the inside eventually reflects on the outside. None of the world's manufacturers have invented a fabric yet that can veil your or my true character. So you see, this book is not just about altering your appearance and propagating looks over substance and character. It's about realizing the best part of you and showcasing the best version of you to the world. You already know everything that's about to follow. I'm just bringing it to the fore by reinforcing these qualities. Be your best self. Shining through in every situation can enhance your life in so many wonderful ways, and this book will show you how. Life is rough and tumble, so let's make it easy for everyone concerned by releasing the basic goodness inherent in each of us. I trust that the simplicity of the pages ahead will become your handbook for the days ahead in your charmed life. It is the little things that make the big difference, dear reader. We don't trip over mountains, but over pebbles. Our attitude, our temper, our tongue are our worst enemy. Our manners only manifest what is inside our hearts. I pray that this book holds you in good stead, and like a faithful friend, no matter what situation, day or night, always reminds you, that grace wins the race of life. Thank you.
Thank you. Fabulous. And I'm sure everyone here is looking forward to reading the book. May we now actually have the unveiling of the Golden Code.
आगे नहीं यहीं से निकल वो खाली फोटोग्राफर को आगे ले जा रहे हैं
The Golden Code. Once again, a big thank you to our chief guests, Shweta Bachchan and Rahul Khanna. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jay, for publishing. And the evening would not be complete if I didn't extend a huge thank you to Mr. Sanjay Vazirani of Foodlink and Jade Banquets for the delectable arrangements and for the tipple and the spread that you're going to enjoy now. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for being here this evening. The books are there if you...
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry?
बुक के बारे में थोड़ा बताएंगे?
It's a book on manners and etiquette and grooming, and basically how in everyday situations, if you're entertaining or even if it's sending a work email or how to handle something in the in a modern age, it's how to navigate that. I think it's a very timely book, and I think she's done a great job. So I've read it, and it's wonderful.
रुखसाना के बारे में जानना चाहूँगा, किस तरह की है एज अ वुमेन बीइंग और किस तरह का एसोसिएशन रहा?
जैसे मैंने कहा स्टेज पर, she's an excellent hostess and a wonderful, kind human being, always there to help out, and it's an absolute joy to sort of being entertained by her. She's impeccable in manners and in everything else, and really you can't get a better person to write a book like this.
तो एक चीज़ बताना उनके बारे में क्या बताना चाहेंगे? उनकी कोई खूबियाँ?
बहुत ही kind human being है.
मीडिया सब काफ़ी देखा तो कम मिलती है ऐसा?
Sorry?
मीडिया के सामने नहीं आते, बहुत कम दिखते हैं.
अब वो किताब के बारे में थोड़ी है. Thank you so much.
सर, द गोल्डन कोड के बारे में जानना चाहूँगा, किस तरह की बुक है?
Sorry?
द गोल्डन कोड के बारे में जानना चाहूँगा, किस तरह की बुक है?
This is a book on etiquette and manners and grooming, and Rukshana is one of the few people in this country who really has the expertise to write a book about this, and I'm very happy that she's sharing her wisdom with all of us so that we can all become more polite and more refined and perhaps more respectful to everyone else.
ये बुक के बारे में थोड़ा बताइए, और किस आप बुक लिए हैं, पढ़े?
I haven't read the book yet. No.
तो लेने
Yeah. Yes, I will.
उसमें क्या देखो, सोशल इश्यूज पे कुछ है, बुक देखा जाए तो कितना मेहनत लगता है एक बुक को लिखने के लिए, देखा जाए?
I don't. She's been working on this book for a long time, and that's it.
रुखसाना के बारे में जानना चाहूँगा, किस तरह का एसोसिएशन
Yes.
रहा आपका?
Rukshana is a very good friend, and she's one of the best hostesses in the country, and she really knows how to make her guests feel important, and I think it's wonderful that she's sharing her knowledge with us. Yeah.
बोल के देखो तो 2015 के बाद में आपके कुछ आ नहीं रहे प्रोजेक्ट्स, तो अभी कुछ आ रहे हैं?
Sorry,
अपकमिंग प्रोजेक्ट्स के बारे में कुछ आ रहे हैं?
we're just talking about Rukshana today, so thank you. Thanks.
गोल्डन कोड के बारे में जानना चाहूँगा, किस तरह की बुक रही है?
I don't speak, my Hindi is not very good.
Tell something about book, ma'am.
In English, it's a book on etiquette. It's how everyone should behave. It's very easy reading. It's not for any particular age group, for everybody, from corporates to housewives to anybody who just wants to know how to behave. I think everybody should follow etiquette today. It's something that's forgotten, so I just bring it to the forefront.
In the field of research, how much research you have done, ma'am?
I grew up with etiquette. I always research in the sense that I practice what I preach. Ever since I was a little girl, I've been reading up on it and training and done courses on fine dining. So I would say all my life, a lot of research.
You tell about Shweta Bachchan and Rahul.
Shweta Bachchan and Rahul Khanna, to me, are the epitome of the most well-groomed lady and gentleman. So I couldn't have gotten better. I'm really happy that they agreed to do this. They are the perfect people that I would have selected, and I got lucky.
In future, we have seen more and more books.
I don't know. I would like to, but this is a labor of my love, and I really enjoyed writing it. Thank you so much.